Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. So today we bring you loot from Runecrafting Blood Runes for 30 hours total, done by our good friend Wiggy, and starting at 82 Runecrafting. The goal for this video was to see just really how much you can make by Runecrafting Blood Runes in a time span of 30 hours. A couple years ago, I did upload 30 hours of Nature Runes and Death Runes, and we actually are working on 30 hours of Wrath Runes as well. So this video ties right into it, and we do hope you guys enjoy. So as it goes for these Blood Runes, with 100% Arceus Favor and 77 Runecrafting, you are able to craft Blood Runes from Dark Essence Fragments. Each of these fragments grants about 23.8 experience, excluding a little bit of experience that you get from binding the essence. And on average, according to the wiki, you can get about 38k XP per hour crafting Blood Runes. If you use the full Graceful outfit and you do have 80 plus agility, you should have enough run energy to last the whole entire trip, and that is why full Graceful was used in this video, because it really does come in handy with weight reduction. As it goes for the inventory, the only thing you need there is a chisel, and if you have a construction cape, that helps a lot too because of the rejuvenation pool. And throughout this video, you will see a lot of Blood Runes being rune crafted, so if you ever have a question about how to do this or where to run or how to run, hopefully what you're seeing on screen will answer all of that. Basically, these Dark Essence fragments are items created by using the chisel on these Dark Essence blocks. You do get a little bit of crafting XP, just about 8 crafting XP per block, and each of these blocks will create 4 pieces of essence, and these are used to runecraft blood and soul runes. You can't hold more than 108 fragments at a time, and you can't store the fragments in a bank, and if you do die, the Dark Essence fragments will even vanish upon death. And like I mentioned before, Blood Runes can be made at 77 runecrafting, and that can be boosted. You know, get about 23.8 XP per fragment. And then you have the next one, which is Soul Runes, and that's at 90 runecrafting, still providing a decent amount of XP, 29.7 XP per Dark Essence fragment. This was all released into the game January 7th, 2016, and other than the runecrafting and obviously the requirements to get to this location in Zaya, you still do need 38 crafting in order to actually do this alongside the runecrafting. As it goes for the Blood Runes in RuneScape, you can find them in 6 different shops spread across the game, and over 100 different monsters are able to drop Blood Runes. So it's a very common rune, it's a very useful rune. As you can see, there's 83 runecrafting coming in. Looking at any changes Jagex made to the Blood Rune, it looks like there was actually only one, and it was in September of 2020, where the Grand Exchange buy limit was changed from 10,000, the infamous 10,000, which was there for years, to now 25,000. So that's really useful. I'm glad that they changed that. It's really going to help people if they need to stock up on Blood Runes for really anything, whether it's Ice Barrage, Blood Barrage, or any other spell that you can use Blood Runes for. And unlike a lot of other runes in RuneScape, the Blood Rune as well as the Soul Rune is actually used to make Zenyte jewelry. The creation of it does require 20 souls and 20 bloods just to make, for example, an Amulet of Torture. And to make certain teleport tablets, you do need a couple Blood Runes as well as some essence blocks. Even to make a dark altar in your player-owned house, you need 5,000 of these Blood Runes. Even the rejuvenation pool requires 1,000 of them. Definitely has a lot more uses than just casting spells. I would say that the Blood Rune is probably one of the most useful runes in all of RuneScape. And as you can see, while you are mining these essence, you can find some interesting people. A lot of different people using different pets and having different sets of Graceful, as well as some people just doing Master Clue scrolls. And there's 84 runecrafting coming in, the second level of the video, and this is very close to the halfway point, currently at 23,000 Blood Runes. According to the wiki, the Blood Runes are used in some of the highest level spells in the game. The lowest one is actually Ruby Crossbow Bolt Enchant, and the highest one is Heal Group. 2 pretty interesting spells. And I'm sure a lot of mains out there know this, but you do have to use a lot of Blood Runes as well to charge the Scythe of Vitor, as well as the Sang Staff and the Soul Bearer. 3 pretty key items for high level Slayer, so not only is Blood Runes used in magic, but they're just used in so many different things in this game. Never really knew all the things Blood Runes were used for until this very moment. As mentioned before, the Grand Exchange buy limit is 25,000, and the current price as of today, which is January 16th, 2021, they are about 400 GP each. While Chaos Runes, Law Runes, Natures, and Deaths have all faltered in price throughout the past couple years here, Blood Runes has always maintained its stability. I think it's because of all the things that I listed before. before that you actually use Blood Runes for. So many coming into the game, I have no idea how many people runecraft these on a daily basis, but you can just kind of see the very laid-back AFK style of Zaya runecrafting in this video, earning not just runecrafting XP, but also crafting and mining XP, very similar to the Abyss. However, in the Abyss, mainly people get agility and mining XP. I remember back in 2014, one of the most efficient routes to do 99 runecrafting was to sit at 98 agility and 98 mining while doing the Abyss. And as you're getting 99 runecrafting, you are slowly getting that XP up in both of those other skills, and you actually get a free level by virtually never touching it. And there's 85 runecrafting coming in, speaking of getting levels. And a little history about the Blood Rune, which I think some of you will find fascinating. It was released into the game March 18th, 2002, so almost 20 years old. To put that in perspective, the same day that this was released was actually the same day that the Wilderness Dungeon was released at the north end of Edgeville Dungeon. It's also the same day that the Black Unicorn was released into the game and Camelot Teleport spell became available, as well as the glass making abilities. So you can kind of tell this was at the very start of the game, and this definitely changed Magic forever. And almost 2 decades later, Blood Runes are still extraordinary in this game, and still probably one of the best Magic spells that you can ever do will always be because of the Blood Runes. Mainly thinking about Ice Barrage here, and of course Blood Barrage, but there has always been things in RuneScape in the past that have kind of come and gone and really replaced Blood Runes at times. For example, in the old RuneScape, there was the famous Polypore Staff, and of course the Storm of Armadil. Here in old school RuneScape, we kind of look at Wrath Runes as the replacement, with Fire Surge, as well as using that Tome of Fire. Nowadays, Magic has changed very slightly in old school, not as extraordinary as it was changed in the other RuneScape, that's for sure. Well, after that long history lesson, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Loot from 30 hours of runecrafting Blood Runes has been completed. A big shout out to Wiggy for doing all of this on the side. This was actually done 2 weeks ago. Like I said before, I just have a lot of videos stockpiled right now that I'm trying to get out there for you all. Overall price check from this one comes out to be 18.8 million, 47,716 Blood Runes, earning just about 126k mining XP, 173k crafting XP, and 1,065,000 runecrafting XP. And keep in mind that 18.8 million is all profit. Nothing is used to make this video other than just time spent. And as you can see throughout this video, it was very laid back style of runecrafting. It's certainly not as intense as ZMI or Lava Runes. I would compare this very closely to the Abyss, but I'd say that this is safer to do and obviously a lot more AFK. You also get all of the mining XP and crafting XP, which is a big boost if you do this for a decent amount of time. So we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching it. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment below. And with all that being said, thank you guys, and until next time, Mr. No Sleep out.